Hi Leo, I'm Julie here with our weekly meditation. This week someone reached out and said, hey, what do I do when I'm in the middle of a stressful situation? Good question. Stress can make our thoughts race, make us feel anxious, make us react instead of respond. And we might look back later and say, gosh, I wish I'd handled that situation a little bit differently. Having a regular meditation practice or practice when we elicit the relaxation response can make life better and help with your sleep and so many other things. But you're not going to do a walking meditation or guided imagery or a body scan when you're in the middle of a conversation with someone who's upset or with a parent who's not happy, or when you're about to have your annual review or give a presentation. So I want to introduce you to the S.T.O.P approach, the S.T.O.P approach. It's a mindfulness practice that can help you diffuse a stressful situation. It allows you to be relaxed and calm, but also be focused and alert, and help you come up with your next effective and productive step in the stressful situation. So it helps you create a little space around it so that you stay engaged with the experience. You don't fight or flee. It helps you listen without becoming triggered and be able to be present with your own emotions and those of emotions of those people around you. So there are 4 steps for S.T.O.P, and it can take as few as a few seconds or a minute or so to quickly go through them. It gets easier with practice, of course, and the goal is to help you determine the next best step. So S stands for stop, literally stop what you're doing. T stands for take a breath. O stands for observe, be an observer of yourself and what's happening. And P stands for proceed. So I think the best way to teach you this is to actually go through a practice. So get into your upright, comfortable position, feet on the floor, eyes closed or gazing at the floor, and hand in your lap or on your belly. And think of a recent stressful situation. Nothing too big, maybe when you were stuck in traffic, or a conversation you were having that didn't go quite the way you wanted. Just conjure that up in your mind and relive it until you feel that discomfort, that stress you were feeling. Where were you? What were you seeing? What were you feeling? What were you thinking? And now let's go through the stop approach. So the first step is to stop, literally stop what you're doing. Press the pause button and take a break. Next is T for take a breath. So let's do that now. Take a breath in through your nose if you can, deep into your belly, and then exhale through your mouth, maybe through pursed lips. Try to make that exhale as long as you can. And let that breath help you arrive in the present moment. If it helps to rub your hands together or really feel the sensation of your feet on the floor, that can help you be in the present moment. Next is O, observe. Be an observer of yourself. This is when we think about those stress warning signs. What's happening in your body physically? Do you have a tight jaw? Is your chest tight? Are your shoulders up around your ears? Maybe you feel butterflies in your stomach. Take a second and remember what were those physical sensations you were having? Sweaty palms. Next, what were you thinking? What thoughts were going in and out of your mind? Were they positive, happy thoughts, or were they more negative? And then what were your emotions? What kind of feelings were you having? So now you're back in the stress response. But let's move on to P, which is proceed. Proceed with intention. You've been through stopping what you're doing, taking a breath, observing what's going on. And now you're in a better position to make a good choice for yourself, to make a good decision. More options are available to you because you have arrived in a more relaxed place. You can now mindfully consider how to respond. So imagine what other choices were available to you in that moment of stress. Can you think of one or two or three that might have served you better? Imagine if you had taken one of those, what the outcome could have been. And when you're ready, bring your attention back into the room. Wiggle your toes and fingers and open your eyes. And this stop approach can help you gain perspective and determine the next best step for you. It can help you reframe the situation. It takes a little practice, of course, as always, but this does not need to take long. And you will be able to employ this quickly and effectively. Over time, this can become a habit. So this is not my quote, but it's a good one. Mindfulness isn't difficult. We just have to remember to do it. So give this stop approach a try, and I hope it will work for you. I will see you next week.